KB with Fort Tillamook again, and I want to show you this neat little package for a shelter thing. I'm using it in a canteen pouch cover. Any little ditty bag will work, but I happen to have a whole bunch of these and I like them. I use them for a bunch of different things, not just canteens, and you'll see that in some of the other videos that I have. Okay, let me show you what I got in here. First, side pockets. I have extra little bit of rope, polypropylene rope. I've talked about this before. It holds a knot really good. It breaks down really good when it's wet. It works a lot better. I also carry paracord. Everyone thinks paracord is the end-all be-all for cordage. I carry a lot of this. It works good. It's strong. You've got the inner strands that you can use for various things if it comes right down to it. But the polypropylene for weather conditions works a lot better. And like I said, it holds a knot. It bites a lot better than paracord does, but paracord also really good. I carry both. You know, you decide what you want to use. Weather conditions, use this all the time. Just for strength, holding things, you can use paracord. With this simple little shelter that I'm going to show you, doesn't need a lot of tensile strength and cordage, so that's just going to stay in here. On the back, I've got 4 titanium little tent spikes. I've seen people have the ones that don't have the hooks on the top. It just comes to a point. Sometimes they have a hole in them and you can thread it line through. I like the ones with the hooks. You can put a loop on that. Just for me, it's easier. Okay, inside the canteen pouch, I have a 6x8 tarp. Now, some people will use poncho liners, use whatever you want. I happen to like the tarp. I think it's a bit more water resistant, almost waterproof than a poncho liner. And the 6x8, you can see I can fold that down to like a little bit bigger than my hand. And it has more of a coverage being the 6x8. You know, if you're getting rained on, rain doesn't always come straight down. The wind can blow it in from one side to another. You can adjust your tarp with the prevailing wind so you don't get the rain in there. Wind doesn't always come from the same directions. You know, you decide what you want to use. I happen to like the tarp. And inside I have 4 big bungee cords. Now, sometimes you can find a place you want to camp or just relax for the day, and you don't always have 2 trees, 2 posts, whatever to string a line across and throw your tarp or your cover over it for some shelter. You can see this tree behind me. It's pretty much standalone. There's a few other trees, but they're all probably a good, you know, some are 20, 30 yards away from each other. This also works good if you go on bike rides. Hook it up to your handlebars, and you can make a quick little shelter. Find a fence post. If you're hiking, you got a walking stick. Jam that into the ground, you got your post. And if you can see behind me, behind this one single tree, the 2 darker trees, I've found that I've been in areas where trees are actually too close together. And I don't know if you can see it too good on this video, but that's on a really steep incline. I've seen places that would be perfect to set up a shelter. You got an incline, you're in a river runoff, a gully, something. You know, you pick where you want to stay. But for times that you just have one standing post, tree, handlebars, what have you, this works really good and it goes up really quick. And I will show you how to do that in just a moment. Setting up this quick little shelter. Got my tarp, and bungee cord. Okay. Now, like I said, this tree kind of stands alone. The other trees, not close enough to string a line all the way across. So, I'll show you how this goes on. Put your bungee cords across. around the tree, hook them into one of your grommets, pull back the opposite corner, put your tent spike in. Grab one of the corners, little windy day. Pull that out. You got that side. Grab another tent spike. You're done. That takes 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Okay, now it's up. Tie one bungee cord around, stake out the back of it, pull down the two ends, and you can see that gives me all kinds of room inside for myself, for gear, whatnot. For any of the little birds that want to hang out with you when the weather gets bad, they're welcome too. And you can see in there, there's all kinds of room in there. And you can see how big this tree is. I had to use 2 of the paracords on that. That'll give you all kinds of room. You can slide underneath there, put your gear under there. I also take, on this tarp, it's got extra grommets on the sides. Again, I use the polypropylene rope in case you want some extra tie downs or whatnot. It's got good reinforced ends for the grommets. Simple and quick, everything goes together, and again, it'll pack up inside a little canteen pouch. And there it is. It took me, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, and there's your shelter with Fort Tillamook, and I'll see you guys next time.